People were, I think, just hoping that everything was okay because she is so happy, but it was almost too happy.
You're so pretty.
Hey, little girl.
Say hi, Daddy. Hi.
There were no complications when Ever was born, other than she came extremely fast.
Hi, Ever. You're so That's a sad tale. No, once they get to you,
After we brought her home from the hospital, almost immediately she started having trouble. She was having trouble feeding, she was having trouble keeping food down, and she was very unhappy.
Parents Robin and Kirk noticed that something was wrong with their daughter Ever from the moment they brought her home from the hospital.
It's okay.
We immediately felt like we were doing something wrong. It just seemed that nothing we did could make her happy. We felt like we must be doing it wrong. Her main hospital visit occurred at 3 weeks. She ended up staying at the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario. We found out that she had GERD, which is an extreme form of acid reflux. And once we got on the proper medications, her feeding, everything just calmed down. She became a lot happier. While Ever was happy, and boy, she was so happy at this point, but it was almost too happy, that she was definitely missing milestones.
Ever.
So we started to brainstorm a little about whether this was just, is she behind just because she had such a rough first year of life, or is she behind because there's something else going on?
Yay!
But it wasn't until just after her second birthday that they finally got some answers.
I'd never heard of Angelman syndrome. It's so strange to never have heard of something that in an instant can become your whole world. Angelman syndrome is a rare genetic neurological disorder that causes developmental delays and neurological problems. It used to be called happy puppet syndrome. It's still considered extremely rare. It's one in about 15 to 20,000 live births.
Are we in the pool together? Are we having fun in the pool? Have a hug. Aw.
One of the main symptoms of Angelman syndrome is the ability to function on minimal sleep.
Sleep is our biggest struggle, mostly because Kirk and I are the primary caregivers. We don't get a lot of sleep, and we try to be there all the time. So we find that can be rough on us because we're only human and we need to sleep, and she doesn't. But if we can get anywhere from 4 to 6 hours out of her in a night, we feel like we've done good. It's amazing though. She can really just function with like no sleep at all and is still amazingly happy. Ever was over 2 years old and still had never spoken a word. We were really curious to know if she would ever speak, which we were told that she may never, but we think she's going to.
You wanna look at the camera? And action! And action!
I worry that the world won't always treat her nice, and I worry that I won't be here forever. So you always hope that, you'll find enough people around you that love her to make sure she's taken care of. Currently there is no cure. However, currently there is so much research and so many scientists working towards a cure. There's been all kinds of breakthroughs happening the last few years, and they feel a cure is on the horizon. We're very excited for that possibility.
Very good. Yeah, very good.
She's such a happy, gentle, sweet, amazing girl, and nothing gets her down and nothing stops her, and she never stops trying. People ask us if we hope for a cure. We do, but maybe not for the reasons people think. We think she's amazing and we think she's perfect. Why we would want a cure is more to make her life easier for her. Anything that could make it easier for her to be in the world would be amazing. However, she's happy, so that's all I ever want at the end of the day.